Inside that DOM, we have discussed methods. So to select that HTML element, we have discussed these methods. Okay. So query selector all, get element by ID, get elements by class name, get elements by tag name. Okay, so these are the methods we have discussed. So after completing these methods, we have just discussed about outer HTML, inner HTML. Have we discussed closest? Closest. We have discussed closest. Okay, these are the three small methods we have discussed. So today, what I am going to do. So till here I have created body. Okay, rather than this body, there is nothing inside this body. So what I am going to do? Script. Inside this script tag, let section is equal to or else parent element is equal to document dot create element. Create element. So here you need to pass what is that particular element name, like tag name, you need to pass inside this particular string template literals, okay, or else strings section. So I'm going to create section. See, now I have just created that respective element. Okay, so now let what I'm going to do, just give me a second. Or document dot get element by tag name. Okay, so get elements by tag name body. So obviously it is going to store inside an array, even though if it is only one element, we need to access with index value. Okay, so dot append child, append child. So here we need to pass this. We need to pass parent element. And let's look for this, whether it is working or not. Expect body section. Okay, section has been inserted dynamically. Okay, clear. So here it is working. Now creating element, creating elements. So parent element is section. Let child one, or else first child, first child, first child. So it's equal to document dot get, sorry, create element. So this time I am going to mention here div. Okay, so this is section. This is div element I have created. So like this, you are going to create the elements using JavaScript. Then after you are going to use append child whenever you need to add this particular child to the parent element. Okay, so I have created here div. Then again second child, third child. Okay, so since we are declaring here, let second child, third child. Okay, so what I need to do? So rather than here going with, so rather than creating three times, just so it is just do right. But we'll try with first child dot clone node. Yeah, clone node. So what is this clone node is going to do? So same, whatever the div element it has been created, it is going to take that copy, and again this element name is also div. Okay. So here, so this is a body. So for this body, there will be three, sorry, or else section, this section, this is section. So for this section, there will be three childs. Okay. So what I am going to do? So I have created a div element. Okay. So for this, rather than creating one more time same div element, I am just taking copy of this particular div element. Same properties I am just copying. Okay, same node, node, clone in the sense copy. Okay, copy node. Then again, I am just taking one more clone. Is going to create one more node. Okay, like this. Both will work same. First child dot clone node. That's it. So now I have appended parent element to the body. Now I need to append this div element. Okay, so these are the div elements I have created. This div elements to this parent. What I need to do? Okay, creating text node first. Creating text nodes. Okay, let text child one is equal to document dot create text node. Is it available? Yeah. Create text node. So here I'm going to pass text Peter. Same 3 times. So okay, text child 2, text child 3. So here the data is different. So that is the reason I'm not cloning here. Jessica. So third one, Mark. Okay. So my actual output is what I'm going to create is section div same div 3 times Peter, Jessica, Mark. Okay. So this particular thing I need to create using JavaScript, not dynamic like the static HTML. Okay, I have created section, I have created divs, 3 divs. Now I have just created text nodes also. I have just created using this create element. I have created an elements. I have just cloned that particular elements, or else you can just create it like you can just take one more create element also, no issue, it will work. Okay, both will fine. Okay, then again I have created text nodes. Okay, so on that day we have discussed for each element I have its text node again. This is one more child. Okay, we have discussed inner HTML, which is text node. Okay, I have created all these things. Now I need to add or else add or append to parents. Okay, so now what I need to do? So this text node first child dot append child. So what we need to do? So we need to add text child 1. Similarly, second child, third child. So here 2, here 3. First from second, here third. Done. I have added this text nodes to div elements. These are the div elements, right? I have added. Now these div elements I need to add under section. Okay. This time what I need to do? So section parent element dot append child. So here first child, same second thought. Second, don't check whether it is working or not. So it has been added, right? Just open this body. So this has been commented. So this has been created by JavaScript. If you are getting confused, just remove, no issue. It has been removed. Section inside this div. Okay. So have I used HTML here? No. Using JavaScript, we are going to insert this data dynamically. Okay. So when coming to the dynamicness, it is easy. We are not able to do the dynamic updates in HTML, but here we are able to pass this data dynamically. Okay, using like we have discussed, if it is this data is coming from an array, we are going to create this particular things inside an array, like loops. Okay, here also you can just do. So same thing we are doing multiple times. You can just do here loops also, no issue. Okay, first for basic thing we are going to do these things. Okay, so now till here any doubts? Created an element with this elements. Then again text node I have created using this create text node. Okay, so I'm just storing all these elements in variables. Okay, now I am appending this child to its parent. Okay, so this is div dot text node adding. Okay, so like this. Then again this all these divs I am adding under the section. Okay. So this is how. So entire this section will be added to the body. Okay, so this is how we are going to do this particular. Now, ఎందుకు ఇచ్చామన్నా? So here elements by tag name. Okay, whenever you are using tag name or class name, so it is going to store these elements in an array. To access from the array, you are going to use index value. So if I just remove this index value, it will never ever works. Okay, so if I just try to console also, it is going to return undefined. ఓకే, సో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ట్యాగ్ నేమ్స్ తో పిలుస్తామో ట్యాగ్ నేమ్స్ కానీ క్లాస్ నేమ్ కానీ క్వెరీ సెలెక్టర్ ఆల్ కానీ వీటిని యూజ్ చేసి ఎలిమెంట్స్ ని కాల్ చేస్తామో ఆ ఎలిమెంట్స్ మల్టిపుల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ టార్గెట్ చేస్తారు. క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఒకటే ఉండదు, మల్టిపుల్ క్లాస్ నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి సేమ్ నేమ్ తో. ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ ఒకటే ఉండదు, అదే ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ తో ఇంకో ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ గా ఉండొచ్చు మన HTML డాక్యుమెంట్ లోనే. ఒక ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ ఒకసారి యూస్ చేస్తాం, లేదు అదే ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ తో మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్ తీసుకుంటాం. ఇవేం చేస్తాయంటే అన్ని ఎలిమెంట్స్ ని సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తాయి. సో ఈవెన్ దో ఒక్కసారే ఉన్నా మనం ఒకసారి రాసినా గానీ దాని నేచర్ ఏంటంటే ఆ ఒక్కటైనా తీసుకుని వచ్చి అరేలో పెట్టేస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే మల్టిపుల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసేది కాబట్టి ఒక్క ఎలిమెంట్ ఉన్న అరేలో పెట్టేస్తుంది. అరేలో పెట్టినప్పుడు దాన్ని యాక్సెస్ చేయాలంటే ఇండెక్స్ వాల్యూ. ఓకేనా, సో ఫస్ట్ వన్ యాక్సెస్ చేయాలంటే 0, సెకండ్ వన్ యాక్సెస్ చేయాలంటే 1, అలా. క్లియర్? ఓకే, సో వీ హ్యావ్ క్రియేటెడ్. సో నౌ what we need to do, just remove this. Okay. It has been added. So first element, first child dot set attribute. Whenever we are going to set attributes in HTML, in plain HTML, here this is an attribute. Okay, so attribute name, value for this particular attribute. So here also set attribute, you need to pass two parameters, which is attribute name first, class. Second one, class name, sorry, attribute value. Okay, class name. Here I am going to pass item, div item, div item. Okay, just to see, refresh section. Only for first child we have created class. Clear? We are not able to see output inside this VS Code. We are able to see here. Okay, once if that page gets reloaded, it has been updated down. Same. You can just create for section. You can just create for. You can just create for reduce. Okay, reduce. Now this time, if I need to add ID for the element section, what I need to do? I need to add ID for this section. What I need to do? Same parent element dot set attribute. So our attribute name is ID. Okay, ID, your name, parent element, ID name. Okay, so like this you're going to ID has been created. Okay, so now parent element dot set attribute. So this time we will just go through with the style. So style is an attribute. Again, inline CSS. Inline CSS, we are going to use style is an attribute. We'll just look for, we'll just try to apply border. Border 2 pixels, solid, that it has been applying, right? It has been applying. So then again, flex display flex. It has been arranging into row. Okay. Uh, Again, justify content. Justify content. Sorry. Uh, okay. Justify content space between. It is going to apply. Okay. So border 2 pixels solid. It is going to apply border. Okay. So then again flex. We are applying on parent element. So that is the reason it's going to affect the childs. Okay. So now this time, just try to use some padding. Just give again padding. It's going to apply four sides, 25 pixels. It's going to apply padding. So have I used CSS or HTML? No. Dynamically using JavaScript, we are going to creating these particular HTML elements, then applying attributes. Okay, clear. So just try to just assume there is no class for. So there is no class for this third element. Okay. So the class name లేదు. ఇక్కడ చేయలేం కదా. Okay, okay, no issue. So here, okay, so just try to understand. First child dot class list dot add. So I am going to add one more class name. Clear. Just look for it. Yeah. So it is going to add one more class name. Okay. So whenever you are going to add multiple class names, so multiple class names ఇస్తాం bootstrap లో చూస్తాం మనం మల్టిపుల్ క్లాస్ నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం మల్టిపుల్ క్లాస్ నేమ్స్ ఇస్తామో ఒక క్లాస్ నేమ్ కి ఇంకో క్లాస్ నేమ్ మధ్యలో స్పేస్ ఇస్తే అవి 2 క్లాస్ నేమ్స్ ఉన్నట్టు అక్కడ. ఓకేనా. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనము స్పేస్ మెయింటైన్ చేయకూడదు, అందుకే నేను ఇక్కడ అండర్ స్కోర్ పెట్టా. ఇక్కడ మనం డివ్ స్పేస్ ఐటమ్ ఇచ్చామంటే డివ్ ఒక క్లాస్ ఐటమ్ ఒక క్లాస్ అయిపోద్ది. అందుకని ఇక్కడ స్పేస్ ఇవ్వకూడదు, లేదా హైఫన్ అన్న పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ వచ్చే స్పేస్ ఇచ్చి క్లియర్ అని క్రియేట్ చేసింది. లేదు ఇప్పుడు సెక్షన్ క్లాస్ ఉందా, లేదు, ఐడి ఉంది, స్టైల్ ఉంది. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను సెక్షన్ కి యాడ్ చేయాలనుకుంటే parent element dot class list dot add. So section the new class. See, class has been added. Okay. Set attribute is different. Set attribute ఏం చేస్తాం, attribute name value రెండు పాస్ చేస్తాం. క్లాస్ లిస్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఓన్లీ క్లాసెస్ యాడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా. మనం పాస్ చేసే వాల్యూతో క్లాస్ నేమ్ యాడ్ చేస్తుంది. న్యూ క్లాస్ the new class is going to add class names to our element. Okay. So if it is already available, if you need to remove, so it is already available. Okay. If you need to remove, just duplicate this here, remove. It has been removed. Okay. So I'm going to create one small element here, p tag. This is paragraph, or else this is JavaScript course. Okay. So here I'm going to create a class item. That's it. So style tag I'm going to use here. Style tag. So here dot item. Color red. Okay. Now just check. It has been created. Okay. So if it is available, this item is available. Okay, again we need to select this one. Okay, no issue. We will try to select. So if this class we need to add class list. Okay, class list dot add. If you need to remove, class list dot remove. Okay, so just remember this thing. So what I am going to tell is, so here let p tag is equal to document dot query selector, query selector. So here I'm going to pass item. So this is going to select that p tag dot class list, class list p tag dot class list dot toggle, toggle. Just give me a second. Toggle item we need to pass here. Item. See, it has been removed. It has been removed. Color పోయిందా? నేను ఇక్కడ కలర్ కి ఏమి ఇస్తున్నాను? కలర్ కి ఏమి ఇస్తున్నాను? రెడ్ ఇస్తున్నా. సారీ, ఈ పారాగ్రాఫ్ క్లాస్ నేమ్ కి కలర్ ఏమి ఇస్తున్నాను? రెడ్ ఇస్తున్నా. ఓకే, సో ఈ టాగిల్ మెథడ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే యాడ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? యాడ్ చేస్తుంది. రిమూవ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? రిమూవ్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ టాగిల్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే అది ఆల్రెడీ ఉంటే రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తుంది, లేకపోతే యాడ్ చేస్తుంది. So whenever we are using toggle method inside this class list, if that class name is already exist, okay, already, or else if it is already available, okay. So if that class name is already exist, it is going to remove that class name along with styles. So మనం ఈ క్లాస్ నేమ్ ఉంటేనే కదా ఈ స్టైల్స్ అప్లై చేయగలుగుతాం. If this class name is not available, these styles are not going to apply on this particular element. If that class name is exist, it is going to remove that class names. If the class name is not exist, it is going to add that class name. So here, the class name is already available, it is going to remove that class. Okay. If this class is not available, since I am using toggle, it is going to add. So where it is? I'll just type. It's not adding. As okay. So here we need to select. So the class name is not available, right? Here we need to select p tag. See, now it has been added. Okay. So here ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే క్లాస్ నేమ్ లేదు, అయినా కానీ క్లాస్ నేమ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసాం, అందుకని రాలా. So now we need to select that particular KL selector with the p tag. Now it has been stored inside this p tag variable. So on this p tag, I'm going to apply class list. If the class name is already available, or else if it is already exist, it is going to remove that class name. Okay, if it is not exist, it is going to add that class. See, it is going to add. If it is already available, class name is already available. So here I'm going to try for P yellow color yellow. So if it is already available, it is going to remove. So what is the color of that particular element? Yellow. Okay. So where we are going to use this real-time scenario, whenever you are seeing some of the applications, almost all the applications, they are going to maintain some button here in menu bar itself. They are going to maintain some button. If you turn on that button, that particular entire background will be converted into dark theme. So okay, whenever we are going to working on themes, dark theme, light theme. Okay, so there will be a button here you are going to see, toggle button. Just 1 second. Toggle button. Okay. MDN not available now. And or else bootstrap. So inside bootstrap, so it is not available. No. So here, see, this is toggle. Okay, so in some cases we are going to see not like this. So it will be move, entire button will move to this side. If you turn off, this button will comes to this side. We are going to see these things. See here, This button will off on. Okay, so if that styles is already available, it is going to apply. Sorry, it is going to remove this particular styles. If it is not available, it is going to apply. Just toggle button. Button సో మన ఫోన్ లో అయినా ఎక్కడైనా కానీ డార్క్ థీమ్ ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకోవాలంటే రౌండ్ సర్కిల్ సిలిండర్ షేప్ లో ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ స్క్వేర్ షేప్ లో ఉందా, ఇక్కడ మనకి సిలిండర్ షేప్ లో క్యాప్సిల్ షేప్ లో ఉంటుంది. సో దాని మీద క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా, సో అప్పుడు డార్క్ థీమ్ ఎనేబుల్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ డార్క్ థీమ్ లో ఉంటే లైట్ థీమ్ లో కావాలంటే ఆఫ్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకేనా, అది టాగుల్, అక్కడ టాగుల్. ఓకేనా, సో ఆ టాగుల్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ కలర్. ఇక్కడ నేను జస్ట్ పీ ట్యాగ్ కి నేను అప్లై చేసాను స్టైల్స్. ఓకేనా, ఆ టాగుల్ బటన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే ఎప్పుడైతే మనం క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ టాగుల్ ఆల్రెడీ డార్క్ థీమ్ లో ఉంటే లైట్ థీమ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఆల్రెడీ లైట్ థీమ్ లో ఉంటే డార్క్ థీమ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అర్థమైందా కాన్సెప్ట్? సేమ్ హియర్ ఆల్సో. ఇఫ్ దిస్ పీ ట్యాగ్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ విత్ with already with red color, it is going to remove. If it is not, it is going to add that red color. It is going to add. Clear? Toggle. Add is going to add. Remove is going to remove. Toggle is going to do both based on the situation. Okay. Set attribute. Yeah, almost done. So again, there will be one more method. Parent dot remove attribute. Sorry. Remove attribute. You can just remove this attribute ID. I'm going to remove ID. So it's going to remove this ID. It has been removed. Section has no more ID. Okay. Set attribute, remove attribute. Class list. These are the basic methods. Okay, this is fine almost. Okay. Just go through with this. Methods. So here there will be a lot of things. No need to memorize all these things. Just no need to memorize. Just if you need, walk through with this particular thing. Okay, not here. Just in upcoming, whenever you have entered into companies also, if you really want, just go through with this particular documentation. MDN is better for JavaScript. Okay, so MDN web docs. So here there will be entire thing about DOM. Okay, just if you need, just walk through with this. So almost it is fine to create a web application using JavaScript or DOM. It is fine almost. Clear? So we need to start the session. It is going to add and inner HTML.